Is my sound working? Hello to everybody that's here. We're just going to start in a few minutes to get some people ready to go. Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Christine. Feel free to say hello in the chat if you'd like. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, my name is Christine. I teach violin and viola for Octopus Music School. And you are here today, I assume, to learn how to tune because we're all at home now, and usually you might have your teacher tune your instrument, or you're a parent maybe that needs to help tune your son or daughter's instrument. And it's not as complicated as you might think it would be. But first, we're going to get started with which app to use. So the app that I find is most user-friendly is called Tuner Lite. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe? Yeah, you can see it. Tuner Lite. It's free. And when you open it, it looks like this. So you have these two buttons. Let me pull it closer. You have these two buttons. One looks like a tuning fork. I don't know if you know what a tuning fork is, but it looks like a tuning fork. And you want to hit that button, so it should light up. And you can maybe see the needle going back and forth as I talk. It's tuning my voice right now. But there's also another really cool thing about this app is the other button that will play the note that you want. So if you turn it up. So if you want to tune that way, you can tune that way if you'd like. Or you can also change the pitch if you just want to hear a certain note that you're working on in your piece or something like that. And the way to do that, let's say I need to hear what a C sounds like. I would hit this sharp button, which is the one over here, to C. And I believe you can change the octave too, but we're here for tuning. So I'll put that on the tuner. Also, you want to make sure it says 440 at the bottom. Some teachers like 441, even 442 sometimes, but most standard is 440. Okay, so we're talking about violin, viola, possibly cello. If you're looking at the instrument, there's 4 strings, obviously. And then down here, you have fine tuners. I only have 1 because I tune the other strings with the pegs. But you should have 4 to make it easier to tune. We definitely mostly want to use the fine tuners and not the pegs. Use the pegs as minimally as you can, because if you crank it too much, obviously you can break a string, which if that happens, don't worry, it's not a big deal. Strings can be changed too, but let's talk about the fine tuners. So it's like a little screw that you can turn to the left or turn to the right. You should have that for all 4 strings. If you're a violinist or your son or daughter is a violinist, you will have E string, then A string, then D string, and then G string. So obviously it's really important to know what the names of the strings are, so that when you go to tune, you're tuning the right string. It says that you're tuning the right string. Okay, but I'm playing on a viola today, and I have A string, D string, G string, and C string. So let's talk about this. So you're gonna open up your app. It's best to bow it, but if you're tuning the instrument for your child, or if you don't know how to bow the instrument yet, you can just plug it, and it should still register on the app that's the note you're playing. The D, G, and then C. Okay. If anybody has questions, feel free to just pop them in the chat, and I'll definitely get to them. So let's see, if my A string is too high, let's crank it up. So that's way too high, and you'll see the needle goes all the way, it just went all the way to the right. That means it's too high. So in order to lower it, you just turn the screw counterclockwise, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so essentially you're loosening right now. And then so we'll click it again. So you'll see it's still a little too high.